Hello, and welcome to the Courtesy Flush. Joining me, of course, is Naresar, who's on the other line right now. I think.
Hi.
Yep, there he is. Okay, yeah, just making sure. And I have to warn you guys before I turn my camera over, I have shaved my beard off, so just wanted to give you guys that heads up, because I hate surprising people with sudden changes. Hair has a lot to do with a person's look, I know. So just want to give you guys that heads up. It's good to see you guys again. We've been talking about raptors and all kinds of weird stuff before we start streaming, and mainly just making sure this thing doesn't explode before I get started. But I also wanted to let you guys
instead aiming for a slow and steady disintegration.
Yes, as you could see, Naresar Raptor is true, and he's got a mustache now. But I also wanted to tell you guys there is if you guys don't know, there is another channel right now called WBPL 76. It is a channel that is run by members of the BPL, and I host it here on the Courtesy Flush. So if you see me live sometimes, it's going to be them. Go give them some follows. They need some eyes on that, because they're going to be playing a lot of things. I can't tell you everything they're going to play because I don't want to make promises for them. But I know Battletech will be in there, including some other things as well. So they're going to do that. I'll post the link for that channel in the chat here in a moment. But we're going to go ahead and load the game up, and we're going to back up where we left off, I guess, right? I mean, what were we doing? We just kind of got lost in the desert.
Yes. Well, we kind of got lost in the desert. Well, not so much lost in the desert. I think we know relatively where we are.
Yeah.
We kind of got blown up in the desert is the problem, and so I think we had a slightly different approach to that this time. So we'll see how that goes.
I understand. I gotta move the window over here so you can see. This game doesn't believe in multiple monitors. I actually have whoops, because of. I think I have to just. How did I do that? Oh, I have to set this one to monitor the main monitor. Ugh. I forgot about that. This game doesn't believe in second monitors, and the reason why I have to stream it to a smaller monitor is because Naresar is on a different connection. Actually, I'll just do that, and if it goes off screen, just let me know, and we'll just fix it. How's that sound? Yeah. Let me.
We'll give it a shot.
Let me get OBS back up here so I can see. Sweet. And looks like everything else is set, including that cursed crow. Right? Is it working? Ow. Hold on, Nick. Let me see something for a sec. Before you take the controls. Thought the cursed crow was working. I guess it must have broke. Finally, the curse is broken. Nope, there it is. I just had to wait a second. All right. Let's do this. Main game. Activate. Here we are, Homeworld, which is not where I want to live. You guys can see the top where it says Deserts of Karak.
Okay. So, I think what we're going to try to do is, because if you remember at the last of the previous mission that we actually managed to finish, we kind of got blown up a bit. So, we're going to use the default fleet and hopefully not be starting at a disadvantage, because otherwise, like, the fact that your units persist from level to level,
which
I find really cool.
I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but watching somebody else play it, I think that makes it easier for me. Because if I was doing it, I wouldn't enjoy that. I like Command and Conquer, guys. I'm very simple with my RTS.
We are finally able to shed some light on the history of our planet, and conceivably our origins as a people. What we have found here is nothing short of miraculous. An ancient starship lost to the desert for 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
The structural damage it sustained, the compression patterns, the debris footprint.
I know some of those words.
All of it is consistent with atmospheric penetration followed by ground impact.
The world of home.
Good old little breaking.
Meanwhile, over in Hard Space
Shipbreakers,
Shipbreakers,
many questions remain unanswered.
That's a fun game.
We know that the satellite data we collected identified hundreds of similar sites scattered throughout the Great Banded Desert. Each one of these could be a wreck just like the Clash. It is safe to assume the Gaalsien have been exploiting these resources for years. Now it's our turn. Composed of exotic materials and compounds not native to our planet, each represents a potential treasure trove of untapped resources and alien technology we can leverage in our fight against the Gaalsien, and which may well hold the key to our survival on Karak.
Okay.
All crews, prepare to shipbreak.
Now, parts is parts, exactly. I linked the Twitch channel, and it's so far they're only a Twitch channel. But I linked it for you guys.
With energy readings far exceeding normal parameters. I'll begin salvaging there first. Once I've confirmed my shipbreaking plan works, we'll move out into the valley below and expand operations.
I disagree with you there, Scorch. I don't need to be destroyed by the cheating AI. I like Tex's answer for that. Just make Brotherhood of Nod sell their church.
Proceed with shipbreaking operations.
We will need to use several demolition charges.
That is quite
I'll
the
need to
Zeppelin.
place the charges on the wreck and detonate them once I'm clear of the blast zone.
Yes.
Understood.
I gave the Raptor a mustache, and I took mine off.
Salvage array ready.
Control group 10 designated.
Oh, gee, Samurai 17. Thanks for the courtesy.
Okay, Mike, I need you to, just because I don't know if I can do it.
What's up?
The screen, like, I think you have it just a little bit too low, like it's cutting off.
I can fix that. Give me one moment. Yeah. No problem. Just give me 1 sec. Whoa, I guess. Welcome back. They've been subscribed for 21 months. Jeez, man, you're almost on like 2 years. You've been following us for that long. I'm really kind of amazed that people stick around to watch us play some of this stuff, but I'm glad for it because there's a lot of games out there that everyone's already playing, and I kind of like following streams that do stuff like this that's just kind of weird and off the beaten path. Because everyone's trying to do the whole, get followers and hustle and play the biggest, hottest game on the thing. That's a kid's game, man. That's for the. I'm not saying I'm an old man or anything, but just that's a different era. Hold on, you gotta stop moving your mouse though.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because I can't move. Yeah, he's over there moving the thing. Display settings. There it is. Sorry. And I'm gonna want to select that one right there and do this. Make map my display. Well, hopefully that worked.
Okay, yeah, I can see the button. Yeah.
Well, one moment. I have to make sure that it works like for everybody. Yes, it does.
I forgot that. Oh yeah, we do have an audience we care about a little bit.
Here, let's reload this.
Okay.
We'll just reload the game, and then because the game is a little bit off center, but because we have it on the so I have it on here. This game does not, as I said, this game does not like multiple monitors. So if I didn't set this up right beforehand, we'd run into this. But fortunately, I didn't set this up beforehand, so I thought ahead. As Hatt knows, I think ahead on these streams. Although I am missing the icons now, and don't know where they went. Oh no, I found it. There they are. Now it's opening it in the middle of both monitors. There we go. Let me just bring up my window. Where is there? Homeworld. There we go. Look at that. Solid. Now we're ready to go. Yeah, Mike, Chad. Rar. Shaved Mike looks like a few people, and it's weirding me out. I understand. Loving your Baldur's Gate playthrough as well as this one. Mecha Mondays don't catch you guys live enough often now. Yeah, it's fair enough. I don't really get a chance to, I don't like doing streams by myself as much as I enjoy having somebody else. It's it's a lot more fun for me when it's somebody else doing it, because then I can like hang out and play music and.
Detailed scans have identified one section of the clash with energy readings far exceeding normal parameters.
Can we space? Nope.
That's I was trying to hit escape. Apparently she doesn't want to hear that. I just turned her down. But yeah. I look like.
Approaching the wreck now.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a courtesy flush stream without technical difficulties. You're correct.
We will need to use several demolition charges. I'll need to place the charges on the wreck and detonate them once I'm clear of the blast zone.
Understood.
Okay, so what
Yep, Raptor in stereo.
do I have?
I do think ahead.
Okay.
Ranged online.
Why does the dino not have feathers? It's a debated topic. Naresar can explain.
Designated.
Why does this raptor not have feathers? Why do they not change that?
Ready.
Control room 1
Because
designated.
the
Awaiting orders.
why?
Go for CENTCOM. Control group 4 designated.
Where was I going with this? Oh, right. Because as advanced as the original Jurassic Park was at the time, there has been, further understandings in exactly how much dinosaurs are like birds, and so to some degree, pop culture has not caught up to that.
That makes sense.
Reading you command.
He shaves them off. I do. That's how we got it. That's it. You want your raptor razor smooth? Get Barbasol, the #1 brand of Jurassic Park.
Reading you.
Shave those feathers off the Barbasol way. Just imagine a raptor trying to shave all the feathers off. Just using I'm guessing it would just have to use like shears.
Well,
Charges placed and enabled. Awaiting orders.
All right. Pull back to a safe distance and initiate detonation.
Pull back
The
to a
charges
safe
will be
distance.
detonated individually or as a group.
There is no safe distance. Oh. Hell yes.
There it goes.
That's right, we find ancient technologies and we blow it up. This is archaeology at work right here. This is Tomb Raider archaeology.
We need to collect that artifact and return it back to the Capisi to research it.
Lara Croft is like, I don't care about the tomb. I care more about the thing that's on the plinth in the middle of the tomb. That it can apparently summon forth horrors that can usually be found in Delta Green.
there it is.
Like, I'm sure all the feathers they have to go to a raptor. But yeah, exactly. Homework. More like Homeworld.
What do you need? Construction units identified.
Construction units
Prep to
identified.
load an artifact.
Go for carrier.
Oh, I found a pretty good guitar one when I was messing around that I like.
Artifact recovered. Authentication confirmed.
I don't think it has like much of a.
Systems green.
Control group 2
Yeah, it doesn't have
designated.
like it doesn't have a lot of distortion on it, but that's okay.
CU field expended.
The artifact we recovered has been installed successfully. The Capisi is already registering a massive increase in available power.
Control group 5 designated.
Capisi power levels are surging. Nice find, Rachel.
Attention fleet. The artifact manifest is now available to review the latest science analysis and data.
Jet.
We must push out into the valley and salvage the remaining wreck sites before we run out of time.
Yeah, it sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? Pretty good. Usually guitars on these little MIDI programs, they're not really the cleanest sounding. But this is pretty good.
Scattered gaalsien contacts detected near wreck locations in the valley.
We gotta fight those.
Ensure salvage teams are well defended.
Okay, so we need to get all 3 of those sites at the same time,
Understood.
right?
Salvage
No,
teams
not this.
form
This
up and
is the
await
one
orders.
after this.
Okay,
That
so here's what I suggest. We gather as much construction equipment
I've updated
and we send out troops to find those attack builders and destroy them. That's my suggestion to you. I don't know if that will help, but the last time we tried this, there was a ton of things that just kept spawning on you, and you had no idea where they were coming from. So I suggest scouting and see if we could find them. Now the ship has 8 power.
By accessing their shared network, I can commandeer their vehicles.
What's that? We found a 1,000-year-old spaceship, right? Clyde, get the CF4. No, the hangar-sized one. Yeah. I just see him driving happily with a forklift full of C4. Oh, I mean yeah, of course the OG Acrobat. Yeah, I like the Tomb Raider remakes in terms of gameplay. I don't really care much for the story or the character thing. It just never really come off as... It just doesn't really work for me. It feels like it's not written well, or there's something missing. It always feels like there's some kind of element missing, and I don't really follow Laura like that. I kind of like the more confident, like Matrix X-esque Laura from the originals, where it's just like she just wear like John Lennon sunglasses and shot exotic tigers in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous and weird, but why not? You know, I feel like we have too many things trying to be grounded in reality these days. And oh, here comes your first group, and you knew where they were coming from. By the way, how is it running for you now, Nick? Since we've changed the... That's good. Yeah, I changed some settings, and hopefully it makes it easier for him to do stuff. Very Ango's sad.
Research completed. Target designated. Fire at will.
Reading. We have a target.
Yeah. That one little buggy, man, it's trying its best, and it's done.
Nope.
I don't know where these guys think they're going. They're probably just like, oh, we probably shouldn't hang out by the carrier. Yeah, I agree. It's because people who played Uncharted really like Uncharted, and that's what they wanted out of it. I think instead of making Tomb Raider 2013, they could have just made another Uncharted. Like, I'm all for different ideas and approaches to something, but I think that one just didn't work for her. But that's just me. I grew up with the series, so I'm a little biased. I'm sure there are people out there who really like the new Tomb Raider games. And as I said, fun game. Fun game. Love the cover mechanics and the stealth. It's like my favorite part of that game. Be advised, monsters are incoming.
Hostile armor eliminated. Skimmers got a salvager under fire. The railgun is taking effective fire. Receiving.
I've never played Uncharted either, Psyduck.
Hostile strike craft down.
Hello.
Okay.
Jack.
So, we have that.
You have quite a bit of that. Something out there is spawning bad guys, and we need to get rid of it. I just hope it's not infinite, you know what I mean? Because I really think that's kind of... I feel like that's kind of lame when we're limited by our resources, but the AI is just like, well, I could just keep hitting the buy button forever. Because you know, they could be like lore-wise throwaway, like, oh yeah, it's just because they have a whole army behind them and you're supposed to be limited. I get it, but logistics isn't instant. That's just not how war works. I'm not trying to ground things in reality, but if a computer's going to cheat, at least say that's what it's doing. You know, I'm fine with it being honest about it.
PC, go ahead.
The AI does cheat. Second Tomb Raider remake was fun. Play it. Yeah. I agree, man.
Proceed to rally point. Secure location marked.
Green. Armor confirms. Go for Capizzi.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion definitely probably made Uncharted. I always like the way he does things, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, it's infinite until you do it. That's something Nolan points out. So we need to go find him. Uncharted are designed to be blockbuster game. Yeah. That's why it's always annoying in games when you can just keep spawning stuff. Hey, how you doing, Rex? Greetings. No, got a heavy railgun on its way. Enemy railgun retreating. He's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh god. Those Toyota Hiluxes are so mad at me.
Ready for assignment. Maintenance personnel to stations.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Calzone.
What was my... Oh.
My brain now imagines me as an 80s metal riff spawning the bad guys, yeah.
Armored assault operational. Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the fight. PC reading.
Light attack vehicle in service. Runner.
I'm just imagining a poor suckers realizing that being sent in waves doomed to suffer a fate of chafing sand. Hell yeah. Alright, I gotta go do so. Hey, have a good one,
Light
Cap.
attack vehicle in service.
And just know if you're waiting for me to respond to something, this stream is gonna have like it's like a 20-second delay or 15-second delay. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, air guitars, man.
Fleet group 1 assigned.
I got a metal guitar. Well, I think this one's pretty loud, so I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit.
Send your message. Hostile armor incoming.
That's our riff for this desert here.
Visually authenticated. We've detected something.
We detected something. Yeah, we need to set up mortars. We just need to have a team of people. It's like anything that comes up this ramp just gets mortared, which I see I've done. So
Well, I mean, that's basically what the carrier is doing. Right?
yeah, you're allowing them to get up over the ridge. You can see them. So smart. I see what you're doing. You should stop telling them to be mean, or you'll call their moms. Yeah, you're right.
Uh-oh.
Receiving. Op ready.
I will.
Target to front. Reposition. Reporting. Maintenance protocols in effect. Enemy contact. Enemy contact. Fire.
I will.
Armored vehicle is taking fire.
Time to activate the wheel of wheels. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Awaiting orders.
Okay.
Well,
As soon as that's healed up.
Just when we were getting comfortable.
there we go. Let's see if I can spin it now. Spin the wheel. Yes, no. It's adding more sound effects than there's... Ah,
Systems online.
yes. The answer was yes. Whatever it was, you've now been answered. You're welcome.
Control group 2 designated.
Board is green.
The Homeworld is happening to the sound of it. Plain shirt, electronic keyboard. We got peak 90s. Yeah, plaid shirt. Sorry. Yes, very plaid.
Rachel here.
Yeah, the
Board 3,
film...
reposition.
the film development room red that I have got going on in here.
Hostile light attack vehicle detected. Green line. Alert. Rachel is
I think I
under
could
fire.
change that actually. Green, very green, super green,
Strike craft destroyed.
purple.
Reading you, command. Destination set. Move us out.
And that's all of them. UHF, hell yeah. So everyone says, but it's not against TOS in order to stream to YouTube at the same time as Twitch. It's not. No, it's never been. It's never been against TOS to stream to both platforms. Matter of fact, there have been programs for years in the professional world to stream to multiple different places. There's really no. Yeah, I have no idea where that came from, but yeah, it's never been the case. You can always stream to both platforms. You just never, you had to have the technology to do it. And we use Restream, and I've been using this Restream for years. We've been using Restream since I think like 6 months after me and Michael started playing Dark Souls, the first game on, or Demon Souls, I should say, on the Courtesy Flush. We played that game before they shut the servers down. I think we were one of the last few people on there. And then at that point, I was uploading everything to YouTube, so I went and got a thing like Restream, and yeah, now it just uploads it to YouTube for me, and also streams to it, which is why we're able to talk to everybody. Yeah, why is there no Mad Max mod for this game? That's a good point. I was thinking of the same thing when I was setting it up. Yeah, that does sound like more like a contract somebody would sign for like a partnership on like a bigger stream. That makes more sense. If you're signing a contract with a platform, they're probably not going to want you to stream to other platforms. That makes sense. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not a partner with these people, so I could kind of do whatever I want until they tell me to leave. And it's their platform. They have all the right to tell me to leave. That's one of the things I say about streaming to this place. I might not agree with all the rules, but I'm going to follow them because this is their platform. I'll just tell them I don't agree with it and then continue to do what I need to do. They're the ones keeping this thing running. I'm not. I'm just providing a fun place for my friends and myself to hang out and chat with weird people on the internet. One of my favorite things to do is chat with weird people on the internet. Yeah, restriction only kicks in to get partnered. Yeah, I have no interest or intention of getting partnered with this stream, because that becomes a job at that point, and I've got one already. It's kind of hard.
Armor systems inoperative.
Hostile light attack vehicle.
I don't want a partnership job like this where it literally my livelihood is based on the dice roll of the algorithm. That's not sustainable. It's a lottery. That's what it is. You're lucky if you get that. It's not like talent is only like a small part of it. It's luck, really. Who you know and how lucky you are when the algorithm turns its eye of Sauron on you. But then what do you do with that? Me? Nothing. I have no interest in that world.
Acknowledged. Copy. Railgun responding.
If you asked me maybe 10 years ago, I might have been. But that was back when it was like not so weirdly restrictive and yeah, it was a little bit different back then. Whoa. Chad Tinklebum just gave 5 people subs. So Diggs, Bulk, Spencer the Frostback, Don Borvio, and Coop Epic. Wow, man. Thank you for the courtesy. Oh, I gotta get the sub counter and ask for the prime subs, and then just go ahead and toss those. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, just go ahead and toss those bits right into the trash, because that's what you do. That's what you do. Have you looked at the exchange rate for bits? Sorry, Nick, I didn't mean to move your mouse. I meant to move my laptop mouse.
Tax collector.
I got my little work laptop over here doing its best. Oh, no wonder it's lagging. It's got the stream open. But, yeah, WBPL 76. That's the channel. They're actually hosting us right now, but I also host them in reverse. If you guys don't know where that channel is, I'm about to drop it in the chat again. WBPL 76 is where you'll find more Legionnaires streaming, but more of a central location. And they'll play stuff like Tarkov and Battletech and stuff that we don't normally play stuff like that on our stream. And if you're looking for that, check them out. And they're fucking cool people. Like, I think Diggs and Rob make a really good team, and Bowser as well. I wonder who else they're going to keep bringing on there. It's something that Tex wants to keep his hands off. He might pop in occasionally, but it's mostly BPL members, and it's fucking wholesome, so please check that out.
Ready.
We also swear a lot more. Yeah, exactly. Straight girl, no. You can show your feet. That'll get you viewers. I hear that works rather well. Nice try, Hungry Grimace. But you're not getting these toes, buddy. That's for the secret tier. You don't spend money to get to the secret tier. You have to do geocaching.
Gaalsien air units are probing
You have to
our
follow the
position.
clues.
Anti-air turrets now available for construction.
Strike fighter.
Anti-air turret templates loaded into the base runner.
Yeah.
Now then, the main assault force will arrive soon.
Yeah, exactly. Can't go against the publicly documented terms of service on Twitch that states you cannot show your feet, bare feet, on stream under specific circumstances. But yes, probably because people got tired of scrolling through and it was just like feet, and then hot tub.
CU's
Look,
exhaust
I'm not
strike
against
fighter
anything like
prospector
that
dialed
at
in.
all. You do whatever you want to. I'm just not going to anger the Bezos god. Hell yeah, let's take all those. Your carrier doesn't really need help. You could just sit up there and just keep tell him to bring it. Rachel's in contact with who? Oh, she's not. She's fine. Okay, that railgun's probably going to be an issue.
Armor ready. Ready.
Yes.
Receiving. On our way. Enemy
Get the
railgun
support
coming
cruiser AA quick. Yeah, you're right. Sergeant Major Nico's right.
in. Go for carrier.
I think he got it though. Yeah. Oh, we have AA. Oh, he was talking about like when he saw that jet coming in.
Carrier warning. Heat levels are spiking. Reroute power to avoid system damage.
Can you put more power into
Yes.
repairs, like if you take off the weapon systems? Or that's your range systems.
Weapon systems offline.
Yeah. And then turn off the armor.
Carrier warning. Heat levels are spiking. Reroute power to avoid system damage.
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering if that
See,
would
I
make it faster. And what about... Yeah, you don't want to take your shields down, because all it takes is one pop, and you're pretty much going to take a chunk of damage.
Yeah, it says that should be... Like, I would think that would be
CU field
healing, but...
depleted. CU site exhausted.
Repair drones? Oh, that's for the drones that repair other
Secure
ships.
vehicle for move.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you have to have somebody else repair that.
okay.
Thank you.
Carrier repair systems are unavailable.
Yeah, I
Be
like what you
advised,
like. Exactly.
carrier repair
Synth.
systems
The
online.
synth weasel.
Weapon systems online.
Hell
Carrier
yeah.
warning. Heat levels are spiking.
Synth
Reroute
weasel.
power to avoid system damage.
Negative. I think someone's docking on a turn.
Uh,
Man, that keeps you alive isn't a good idea.
I love the little comm chatter in this game.
Cruiser reading. Maintenance protocols active. Put it this way. When your systems start to shut down here on boards.
Where's my good stuff at? Of course, I didn't save any of it because I don't. Why save things?
Cruiser ready.
Sounds like
Copy.
work.
We're on the way. Reading you, command. Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation. Strike craft taking effective fire.
An RU site has been depleted.
Hostile on sensors. Authentication pending. On ready. We're moving up.
Ready. RU deposit depleted.
Confirmed. We're ready. Alert. The Capisi is taking fire. All stations accounted for, Captain. Hostile range craft
Yes.
destroyed.
They have been
Unknown
defeated.
inbound. Designating hostile.
Remember Vincent's channel and enjoying his recorded games, folks, but it seems like he deleted it. He'll bring it back at some point. It's just a lot going on, and people are always going to come and go on these things. Like, I'm really surprised that we've stuck together this long. It's actually the longest running thing I've ever
Dialed in.
had consistently. The courtesy flush. I
Runner copies.
I tried running a YouTube channel back in like 2007, excuse me, and I was like all in on it because I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna do all this stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm better at like helping other people set things up. Because it's a group effort to do anything that you want to like. You could start small and do things on a solo level, but I never wanted that. I always like bigger group things. I wanted to keep seeing what was out there, you know what I mean? I didn't want to just settle for the short end of everything, so I just kept going.
We got something on the right.
Yeah, synth ferrets.
Eyes on to authenticate. Full speed to target. Alert. Support craft has been engaged. Displacing.
Oh.
Send message. We're moving. Salvage are ready. On the move. In contact. Full power. Move. Reading.
Let's see what happens if I do this. Nice little quiet, a bit loud. Turn that down.
I wonder if anyone survived this impact.
Green line confirmed. Engines on. Reading.
I love FM synths.
Hostile railguns have opened up. Enemy railgun eliminated.
Here is.
Enemy airstrike inbound.
Rally point set. Move to location.
We need a turret set in place. Alert! The carrier in contact. Enemy fighters have engaged. Hostile interceptor down. Cruiser ready. Go for enemy light attack vehicle.
It's amazing. This technology survived all these years exposed to the open desert. I wish I had a fully equipped lab to study this material in more detail.
Yeah, I'm glad for you creatively. So is it for you more rewarding to facilitate others playing and helping manage their stream? It's a little more fun for me because I like the technology and running broadcasts because I spent a lot of time in theater. Ooh, wow, you have quite the airstrike. Let's go.
Online. Ready to burn.
They look like they are ready to fight. Oh, and they left the area.
Ready.
This looks bad.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Yeah, they can't get here any faster.
Armored vehicle has been destroyed.
Where are those jets? Where's my air support? Oh, God!
LAV down. Ready. Good shot. Target. Unload. Make ready.
Yeah, I always have been more of a support kind of thing. Not because I don't really think I have content to share. It's just that I've always just like
Op ready.
allowing other people to experience this kind of stuff and, you know,
Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed.
see that they can do it too. Because all the stuff that I'm doing is really,
Go for armor.
it looks complex,
Strike craft taking
but it's just
effective fire.
layers, and each one of those layers is super easy to do. You just have to take time to put the layers together.
Advised.
It's
Group
like
one
baking
lost.
a cake, you
Repeat,
know?
Group 1 lost. We got a railgun under fire.
That
AA
wrecked.
turret taking fire. Attack vector dialed in. We're in the pipe.
Can you
Hostile
turn
railgun
off the
opened
attack
up.
vector? Or is that just, they're set?
Hostile strike craft down.
Oh boy, did you renew your Anger Sand insurance?
Capisi copy.
Yeah, send in the air show, exactly.
Strike fighter approach vector
Hey
dialed
Soul, welcome back.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn. Get a turret up. Make sure it's combat. Proximity warning in effect. Hostiles designated.
I like that when I'm
Maintenance
saving.
personnel in the stations. Hostile range craft destroyed. Copies.
Whoa.
in. Proceed to rally point. Secure location marked.
I like that. That's kind of funky.
Hostile light attack vehicle.
In case you're wondering what I'm doing while we're playing this game, I have my synth open and I'm just playing around with it. So I like doing that. I like seeing what we can do. This game doesn't really have much of a soundtrack that I can accompany that I know very well. So, because the soundtrack is really good for this game, it's very atmospheric. It's just not a. It's a soundtrack that you don't really need to accompany with anything else. It's kind of what it is. But you could sure as hell try. Not saying that you can't. Just give it a shot.
Light attack vehicle in service. Light attack vehicle online.
Base runner here.
Voidance.
Deploy a turret on that location. Runner copies. Defend that area with the turret. Grid updated. We read you. Mobilize. Armor, go ahead. Alerting hostile strike fighter in circulation.
Wicked Base.
Alert. Carrier taking fire. Enemy fighters have engaged. Alert. Support taking hostile fire. Enemy railgun fire
Yeah.
unfriendly.
I love these like little sequencers. So like in this program they'll have like a sequencer. So if you press chords, it'll play the chords in sequence. What's going on?
Oh, I just need like
Reading.
there was a lot going on, and I needed
Enemy
a
light
moment.
attack vehicle
Ah.
on approach.
Like,
Attack course
is
set.
the music too much for you? I could take that out.
No. Like just a lot going on in the game.
You needed a moment to think. Gotcha.
A railgun is taking
And that's perfectly
effective fire.
fine. That's what the pause button's there for. We're not professional gamers, so you're more than happy. Nice. They did not make it over that dune.
Reading.
But yeah, I have this little sequencer, so if I press a chord,
Make ready.
All operators alert. Hostile approach confirmed.
Copy that. We see him. We're
and
ready.
it plays a different sequence based on the amount of keys you press. So that's one key. That's two.
Reading you.
There's
Reading
three.
your command.
And there's four.
We've detected something.
It adds a
Further
new piece to it each time.
Reading you. Receiving. Move out.
Runner, go ahead. Set new heading. Armor ready. Anti-air turret under fire.
Runner. Armored assault online. Commentary target vehicle.
Reading. Deploying a next direct site.
Gala Kit, thank you for the courtesy.
Alert. Rachel is under fire. Armor vehicle taking effective fire. All hands. Support crews are under attack. Immediate fire support on that position.
Dialed in.
Focus fire on that craft. Strike system is online. Ready to go.
Armored assault operational.
Go for orders. Hostile strike craft down.
Ready.
Hostile light attack vehicle detected. Op ready. Hostile railguns have opened up. Ready. Set. AA turret taking fire.
Vector dialed in.
I'd probably say it's the hardest,
Engine fire.
most fun parts of this kind of thing for you. Just interesting and creative. Okay.
Reading. Get us moving. Alert. Anti-air
Well, thank
turret
you,
mode
Psyduck.
locked.
I appreciate that. The courtesy synth flush. You flush and an adventure begins.
Support crews are under attack. Immediate fire support on that position.
So which things is
Enemy
the
railgun
hardest?
eliminated. Designated.
The hardest part for me, in terms of doing all of this,
Ready. Confirm and engage on site.
is
Alerts 2 and 3
setting it up.
contact on the board.
I love that part. It's also the hardest part. It's also the part that I usually have to do a lot of finagling.
Enemy armor disabled.
Because a lot of stream technology these days are not compatible with analog. You can do it, and I'm doing it with analog equipment. And if you don't know what that means, I'll explain it in a second. But
Unidentified craft on
um,
approach.
a
Mark
lot of
the bearing.
analog equipment just doesn't work well with modern stuff. Like I'm using OBS Studio. I'm not using like OBS Streamlabs or
Enemy light
OBS
attack vehicle marked intel.
whatever
Found
build.
an
It's
artifact at this location.
the studio one, and it's the one that's the most friendly with the most equipment that I have. I'm not saying the Streamlab one isn't the same thing. It just has more stuff on it I don't need. It's better for people who are running like charity streams or are trying to do, build followers and a fan base and stuff like that. Those are great tools for people who have that. But I go by the old school broadcast method. I like the old public broadcast style of things. But I enjoy the creative process of how this all sets up. That's why I got into it a long time ago. I actually started streaming on this platform when it was called Justin TV. And then when it turned into Twitch, it was like very strange. It's a good change though. An office chair. Take Jeff's pennies. I will. And I'm giving it right to the people who need it most. We have a group of people who are trying really hard in the Ukraine right now, and they run the BattleTech community there, and they are doing great things. So all that money that's going on for this is just going right to them. As soon as I get it, whenever that happens. You have to make over $100 in a month for Twitch to give you anything. So whenever that happens, I'm just going to give that to them. I'm not looking for the tax break either. I just want to help where I can. And I know that that's like the most direct way that I can. Yeah, did someone say Knife Fight City? FM synths crushed the market of analog synths back in time. It's tough to make a sweet FM patch though, so not many of them have the capability to do so, just presets and stuff. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm not super knowledgeable in the background of audio stuff. I got my knowledge from just what I set up here. That world has always been kind of a mystery to me, and I've been slowly cracking its egg. A box full of wolves. Thank you for the courtesy. Yeah, you can join. You can post the link if you like. The old hardware audio analog methods are very thought-provoking. Well, the reason why I prefer the analog over the digital is because with software, it can go out of date. With software, the companies are in control of when they decide that it is no longer compatible. They plan obsolescence around software, and that's not I'm not against planned obsolescence for certain things, but we use it for everything in the software world. And when you tie hardware to software, it means you just get a brick, and you have to hope that you might find somebody who's crazy enough to build like some third-party software that might work with it. And that's not really that reliable. I think that's just throwing away. It's like video games. It's like when you make it online only, or you lock it behind a server so no one can play it ever again. I'm totally against that. It's just, I don't think anybody should have that. If you buy the thing, that should be yours forever. It should be guaranteed to work. And I could guarantee you, as long as the capacitors in this analog mixer over here work, it will continue to run probably for a very long time. I have a mixer in the other room someone gave me from 2003. It's excellent.
That didn't take long. Gaalsien forces are responding to our salvage operations.
Railgun under fire. Gaalsien strike group confirmed on sensors. Redirect
Cake boss. I don't have any real music up to. All my skills are in writing, art, and calling people out on their bullshit. So you are a triple threat.
Stand by to receive. What are you waiting for? Fire.
Nice. I think we did it. Well, you did it. And you lost very few people in the process.
Yeah, I lost some.
We are the desert. As before, you have violated this holy site. Only now you have chosen to destroy it, pillaging its sacred artifacts to serve your profane ambitions.
That's really nice of you to say, Kagan, considering your entire culture is based after this.
Prepare to face the wrath of Seljuk. And beg his divine forgiveness.
It sounds like they totally forgot what their ancestors taught them. I'm just going off a hunch here. I don't think these guys' ancestors would tell them to attack people for doing exactly what they did. Yeah, Roscott does have a very good... Yeah, actually, I remember him talking about that, about saving games. Yeah, you might want to save your game, by the way, speaking of.
Yeah.
Analog is beefy. It'll last you a lifetime, if not longer. It does. Did you know that David Bowie was going to be in Knife Fight City, and he would have played a man named Bo, but he would have to carry a Bowie knife. But it was scrapped because not only could he not afford him, but it would have been too on the nose. That's a real Knife Fight City lore right there.
They will mount their assault from all sides. We must stand our ground.
Spectre dialed in.
All personnel, man your battle stations.
Ready.
You can use analog at much higher bit rate and frequencies for less tech setup work. I agree with that.
Move order
That's
confirmed.
very true.
Picking up sensor contacts all around us.
On our way.
So we just have
We
to
must pull back to the Capisi.
Cruiser under attack.
Confirmed. Get back to the
pull
Capisi
back.
immediately.
Gaalsien units approaching. This is going to be close.
Tracking armor.
All available forces are to protect salvage crews and the Capisi.
Why don't you just have the
All other
Capisi
concerns
meet them
are
halfway as
secondary.
well?
Moving out.
Because
Artifact
it
recovered.
can't get
Authentication
off of that
confirmed.
ridge.
Alert. Support craft has been engaged.
Gotcha. Everyone's just racing back.
Be advised, the Gaalsien have deployed a new variant of their armored combat unit.
Move out.
It appears to have replaced its standard armament with a missile battery. This will allow it to function as both ground fire support and mobile AA.
Oh, so they cheated. Got it.
Mobilizing.
Oh, looks like you're losing connection. You might have to
No,
select a new area.
We've got a salvager under fire. Moving.
Yeah, that got misplaced.
ready.
But
New coordinates verified.
Tech cults never change. Better to wipe them out. Yeah.
Alert. Salvager lost.
So who's the
Alert, Rachel is under fire.
Atreides? I don't know.
Go! Go!
If you're asking me anything about something, another setting,
Repeat. Group 10 lost.
that sounds like something that
Hostile
comes from like
railgun.
BattleTech.
Hostile
I have
light
no
attack vehicle
idea.
detected.
Our way.
Anti-air turret under fire. Attention.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
You can fight your foes off with analog.
Strike
Yeah.
systems on alert. Anti-air turret post destroyed.
Now, I'm not saying software is not
Attack.
useful. It's
Immediate
just
fire support on that
useful
position.
for now. Like if you're somebody who's only just going to stream for a short time, sure. You don't see this as like a long time deal.
Alert. Support
Yeah.
taking hostile fire.
Software is fine. Just know that it will eventually be labeled as obsolete and they will stop
Hostile
supporting
armor
it.
eliminated. Enemy armor
It will
on
happen.
approach.
They say so in their terms.
Receiving.
I give El Gato a lot of crap, but this cam link that I have,
Ready. Set.
it gave me so many
Go for
problems,
support.
but it still works. You know, that's
We are being overrun.
hard to that's hard to say anything against. Like, if it works, I have no problem with it.
Vector dialed in. We're in the
They're trying, Nick. Although Rachel might be having some serious problems now.
enemy railgun eliminated. Confirmed.
Sadim reinforcements have arrived. I say again, Sadim reinforcements
Oh.
have arrived. All units,
What?
hold fast and maintain position.
Hell yeah. Are they nuking them? Hell yeah, let's go. Hell yes. Get wrecked. Get your bull crap out of here. Oh, you destroyed a holy site. Yeah, no, it was a...
Shot of the Sadim
Get
carrier
out of here.
Sakala.
Sakala, be advised. The enemy carrier Ashoka and her fleet have us surrounded.
Understood. We warned you and our coalition partners for years of the Gaalsien threat. We called for a total cleansing of the desert wastelands, but now this appears beyond our reach. I suggest we finish off these Critidim while we have the advantage.
See,
Agreed.
looks like you get another carrier?
The Gaalsien carrier has an escort of multiple cruisers. Recommend immediate advance on the Gaalsien position.
Yeah, let's do it. They don't have any way for us to attack us from the rear now, so you should be able to just right up there.
Request targeting the siege cruiser positions.
Yeah, you don't want
Already
the. I guess you don't want those
copy,
near your thing.
All units, move on those siege cruisers now.
What would happen if they replaced
Designated
Baron
hostile.
Harkonnen with Tom in the
Underway.
movie Dune? He would fit.
Reading.
You don't have to make like, you don't have to have like a fat guy play it, because Tom's not really that big of a guy. But Tom could probably do it if you put him in a fat suit. I have a friend of mine who's an audio tech and he has old analog console for recording. He's getting fixed and it's dope.
Contact.
plans to write and record some music with it eventually. Yeah, that's kind of why I got this stuff, because I kind of want to write some music as well. I've been playing keyboard and string stuff for a good portion of my life on and off, but I've never really had a chance to like sit down and play it as much until I moved out here, because I'd always just kind of play it on and off, you know. A fat suit exists for a reason. I agree.
Alert, the LAV down. Enemy railgun firing on friendly. Railgun reading you. Off ready. Green line confirmed.
Free maximized back armor with every Capellan mech.
The railgun is taking effective fire. The enemy is withdrawing. Reading. Alert, railgun down.
This is where they go, oh shit, see you later. Yeah, I guess your religion really wasn't that great, huh? Well, you have fun with that, alright? Coming up here and telling us this is, yeah, this is some Mad Max bullshit here.
Convoy formation and stand by to pursue.
Stand by to pursue. Oh, we're chasing him into the next map.
Personal log, Operations Officer Clea Soban, Expedition Carrier Capisi. How many days have we been out here? Feels like weeks already. We've re-established communication with the North. Reports from Tyr are encouraging. Pockets of resistance have sprung up and are holding Gaalsien forces at bay. But for how long? Here, crew morale remains high despite the constant engagement with Gaalsien forces. I can't say enough about the men and women who've signed on, risking their lives for this expedition. Our goal feels almost impossible at times, but there is hope, and a will to succeed against all odds. For now, that will have to do.
Well, looking at our stats, we've got plenty of fuel and water. Plenty of our systems are fully online. We've got 26 vehicles total, 10 armored, 1 ranged, 6 aerial, 3 strike, 6 support. So we're in a good spot, man. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope. We're gonna find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
Anyone know a good program for converting CDs to FLAC? CDs? No. CDs are already recorded in the audio that they're in. So if you're trying to convert an audio file, yeah, you need somebody who's like good at restoring audio. CD audio is nothing's wrong with it. Just converting it to FLAC is a little bit. I guess that's fine. It seems a little overkill. Because you can just make a
the Ashoka is
high
damaged
bitrate
and on the
MP3.
run. Yet despite the artifacts we've recovered and the upgrades we've made to the Capisi, we are still no match for her speed. Having relocated to a wide debris field deep within the Baladin Dune Sea, the Ashoka appears to be conducting much-needed resource operations. The Sakala will maneuver to the north and draw the Ashoka away. The Capisi will then strike directly at the enemy resourcing operations. Once we have wiped out their ground forces, we'll move to eliminate the Ashoka, clearing a path to the site of the primary anomaly.
Yeah, we're taking their resources out because no. Not allowed.
The Sadim have transferred us 2 bombers to assist in the operation.
Hell yeah.
All units, prepare for battle.
We're going in. We're not defending this time. We're looking for the fight. The Baladin Dune Sea.
This is the Sakala. We are in position and ready to engage. Understood. Moving to attack now. Good luck.
We have reached the vicinity of the Ashoka's resourcing operations. Gaalsien production cruisers marked at these positions, likely supporting salvage crews. A security patrol is moving between the 3 cruiser locations. Destroy all production cruisers and eliminate that patrol.
All right, Nick. It looks like you've got your hands full of this one. Or your claws in this case.
Ready.
All right, you have a good one, Synth Weasel.
No. The this is how we do it.
Thanks for hanging out.
Okay.
Go for carrier.
Anybody remember the laser death ball mechs you could make in Mech 3? No, that's a mech warrior question. Actually, as said, I think that if you're gonna find more mech people, I guess you could hang out here too. But if you want to ask the mech questions, those people will be over on WBPL 76. They have way more insight into that than I do. I could just tell you what looks cool. That's all I got in terms of battle tech and mech warrior. Yeah, Cake Boss says, I vote you erase to patrol first. I was thinking the exact same thing, but that's up to Naresar. We'll see how he plans this out. He might have a different strategy.
Light attack vehicle in service. Light attack vehicle online. Light attack vehicle in service.
Base runner online. Time's a-wasting.
Railgun online. Research completed.
Zenith.
Reading you.
Yeah. I just love playing around with this thing. That was weird, right? That was like a monster. Synth bass. Yeah. Here we go.
Hostile light attack vehicle officially authenticated. Hostiles designated. Trackers assigned.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Green line confirmed. Ending time. Enemy production cruiser.
That was a monster from Johnny Quest.
Responding to our attack on the production cruiser.
Now that's how you introduce a light attack vehicle online. Cool too. Yeah, exactly. If the patrol is neutralized first, you can destroy the resource collectors with relative impunity.
Duly noted.
That helps a lot. Thank you. From our consultant, our military consultant, Cake Boss, 419.
Hostile strike craft down.
They tried. They didn't make it.
Go for Capizzi.
Weapon range systems currently active. Carrier warning. Heat levels are spiking. Reroute power to avoid system damage.
Responding. Destination set.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Calzone. I will try to run more games. One with Naresar. It's been a while.
Let's roll out.
Yes, Hatt makes a good point. Naresar is the most glory-bound Homeworld player in history. His progress is marked by accompanying synth tunes. It's true.
Capizzi, go ahead.
The Dapper Raptor. I like it.
I do like that. That apparently maxes out our population. Oh well.
Oh well. it's just our population. Not a big deal, you know.
Salvager online.
You can only have so many units to control, I'm guessing, because of reasons. Probably, if I'm going to guess, it's probably because they just don't have the radio.
I mean, population caps are like a thing in RTS games often, so.
It wasn't like that in Command & Conquer. Back in the old days, you could just build units until you didn't have any more resources on the map. Wow, they wasted no time destroying your unit. My lord, that was nuts.
Well, that was just like a light reconnaissance probe, basically.
I'm ready. Strike craft destroyed. Moving. I know it's up there. Strike craft ready.
Runner copy. We're moving out. Pull up.
We're cleared to move. Carrier. New head. Check. Systems ready.
Control group 10 designated.
Secure us for movement.
mind. I had a sweet thing. You killed him faster than the cool riff could kick up. Darn it.
Ready for assignment. Runner copies.
Suede Hat, my son, good to see you. How is Mata Hat doing? Good. That's awesome. Command & Conquer had a unit cap? Yeah, sure. I guess it did, but not really. Not really. Not if you played it the way I played it. That kind of talk is that's quitter talk. I could find more people to drive these buggies, trust me. You can have a whole army of buggies. It was great. Because machine guns were hit scan. And they were quite inaccurate. It was great.
Let's move.
Bit loud, actually.
Reroute powered engine. Hostile production cruiser verified. Take it out. Receiving. Engage the production cruiser. Railgun reading. We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on it with indicate. Strike craft taking effective fire. Target confirmed. Hostile. First gaalsien cruiser destroyed. The gaalsien seems to be adjusting their formation. Can you confirm? Stand by, PC. Confirmed. For orders. Be advised. Two groups of gaalsien combat units have broken away from the main patrol force and are strengthening defensive positions around the remaining production cruisers. Gaalsien production cruisers are actively fabricating new units. Stand by for enemy contact. Unidentified hostile incoming. Authenticate. Bomber online. Ready for launch.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Strike system.
Yeah,
online.
user crap
Ready to
command
burn.
card went from 1 to until the game crashed for me usually, yeah. You know that in the gang that were cut down in the third Night Fight City were called the Tontos?
Hostile armor incoming.
That's fair. That would be a gang. If these buggies were all charging ahead with a stern and 80s determined look on their face, sand kicking up behind them as they go to glorious battle, what would the tune sound like?
Alert. New class of gaalsien unit detected.
That sounds a little too futuristic.
Modification of the Star Hall heavy railgun. It is faster and has a higher rate of fire, but a shorter range.
On the move. Display hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed.
Ready. We're moving.
Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach.
Armor, go ahead. Sand skimmer unlocked. Rip them apart.
Go for armor.
CU field expended.
Armor ready. Underway. Strike craft destroyed. A railgun is taking
Strike
effective fire.
craft destroyed.
Maintain fire.
Fun fact, the surviving Gaalsien Raiders were used as extras in the special edition of Anger Sand. Yes, we're definitely making a lot of angry sand today.
Strike copies. Coordinates confirmed.
See, this is what happens when you charge over a dune with just a bunch of Toyota Hiluxes. Doesn't really work out for you.
Alert.
We'll just shoot you with our giant aircraft carrier that we're driving through the desert.
Hostile armor eliminated. Light attack vehicle is under
All right, have a chocolate muffin. That's a good idea. Terry's like, just got here. What have I missed so far? You know what you missed, Jerry? Terry, you missed nothing. Don't worry about it. All right, we fought some people in the desert, and we're now fighting them some more because they were attacking us, and we didn't like that very much. So we're taking all their cheese, I guess, whatever construction materials they have. Play that thing well, sir. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
Bomber online.
It's like they know when you're about to see they cheat, Nick. They cheat. They're like, oh, I know he's gonna send in the attack craft. How do you know? How do you know? What do you have, a crystal ball over there? Oh no, you could see our UI. Is that what it is? Cool. All right, that's cool. Yeah, fine. Hey, no, go ahead, run away. That's gonna save you. What, did your bomber just take a picture of him? What the hell was that?
I don't know.
You guys are gonna bomb it. What's going on? Hey, are you fly back? What happened to the bombs? Get back here with those bombs. Yeah, fly right there. There you go.
Strike systems online, ready to burn.
Oh, he just dropped one. He's like, I'll give you one.
Alert, Rachel is in contact.
How is...
Enemy armor disabled.
Oh.
Strike craft taking effective fire.
Yeah, the computer cheats like crazy in Deserts of Karak. Terry says, yeah, exactly.
Reposition.
Applying those flat plastic cheese slices as a blade of armor to your light vehicles. Yes. In this desert heat, that cheese would turn into like...
Get us underway. Unidentified
Oh, it
craft
turned
on
very
approach.
brown.
Mark the bearing. Armored vehicle is taking
It'd be very
fire.
melty.
Taking fire. Let him have it.
How would it sound if Bill Burr was annoyed by these guys? He'd be yelling about the wind being too hard on his face or something.
Salvage are under fire.
He's out there like, oh man, my fucking face, it's always so red, and it's the sun, and it's the wind, and it's this fucking sand everywhere.
Strike responding. Prep for displacement. Ready. All
Look,
systems
you know,
green.
I can't even
Roger.
get a decent cup of coffee out here in this fucking sand, dude.
Cruiser reading. Reading you. Secure vehicle for move. What do you need?
Yeah,
We got
Anger
it.
Sand 2, Fury
Go for
Sand
your PC.
Castle.
Carrier moving. Seal hatches.
And then, of course, we have our classic string section, so you can always bring out the...
Go for carrier.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the fight.
Bomber to launch deck.
Copy that. Bomber on deck.
Hostile light attack vehicle visually authenticated. We've got hostile on sensors. Confirm visual. Enemy armor on approach.
Cake
Hostile
Boss, yeah.
production cruiser
That's all he does
verified.
is bitch and
Take
moan
out.
about nitpicky bullshit, and he won't disagree with you either. He'll just laugh at you. He's like, yeah, you're not wrong. That's just, he knows. He's a very self-aware dude. What do you think the MREs are like in this universe? Probably whatever's able, like, I'm guessing it's those weird gourds that they find in the sand and Tatooine. I have no idea.
Hostile armor eliminated.
It's like, oh, I need water on Tatooine. I just dig out that like pumpkin that's green with a little bit of water in it.
Go for ranged. Armor
Your
set.
keyboard is
Lock
not
and fire.
well. The plastic cheese would char so badly it'd become carbon fiber plating. And as you know, carbon fiber is actually completely unbreakable and is the most impenetrable of all the
We got a
of the
railgun under
fibers
fire.
out there.
Target set. Ready.
MREs are just shelf-stable anger sand bonded into wafers. Yeah, you're right.
Attack vehicle is under taking fire.
LT with the
Hostile strike craft down.
with the right answers there.
Enemy armor disabled.
But I would say
Immediate fire support on that position.
what do you call it?
Strike craft ready. Enemy light
I
attack
wanted to
vehicle
actually
marked
be able
on
to
hostile on sensors. Authentication
set this up so we can do a little bit more in the living room with this stream. And as far as the MRE streams go, I've got a really bad idea for them that I think everyone's gonna like. I had to go to Home Depot, let's just say that. And yeah, it's gonna be something interesting. And if you're asking, does Mike knows what I have no idea what I'm doing ever. That is never a yes to that answer or a question.
Railgun online.
I have went to Home Depot and I have
Railgun operational.
I have some things I am making.
Ready.
Plus a packet of peanut butter or a jalapeno cheese spread. Yeah, the jalapeno cheese spread's the best. Bullshit. Carbon fiber is just glorified fiberglass. I'd have you know, Cake Boss, that carbon fiber is actually what most of most armor is made out of. People are like, oh no, it's like ceramic. No, it's carbon fiber. It's the strongest, most bulletproof material ever made by man.
Cleared for move. Systems online. Destination set. Destination set.
This game is on your list. It's actually a pretty cool looking game. I've been told that this is actually different from the rest of the Homeworld series in terms of gameplay.
Support cruisers have been outfitted with anti-air defensive systems.
Cruiser ready. Roger. Coordinates
But
confirmed.
I do like that the story
Science officer
goes in
responding.
between the missions. It's one of the reasons I like Command and Conquer. I like seeing what kind of
Visual confirmation.
made you feel like your victories actually meant something when you could actually see the reward of it, of doing something like this.
Go for Capisi.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack course set.
Yeah, I built a trampoline so the entire streams can be done while bouncing. Yeah, no, nothing like that, but I will say this. It is
Copy that. Bomber on deck.
it is pretty interesting. I haven't built it yet. I just I'm making it.
Strike craft destroyed.
Because the MRE streams are going to come back, and yeah, they're going to be a little bit more interesting, a little more weird and fun.
Hostile armor eliminated. Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated.
A friend of mine works with carbon fiber filaments. They're ludicrously strong, but only when they're microscopic. They taste like frosted flakes. Yeah, especially when you add milk. Yeah. Carbon fiber is one of the most edible substances on Earth. Next to like food itself, it is beyond food.
Alert. Alert.
Think about that for a second, you see?
This is Rachel. Go ahead. Reading you. Reading you.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying there, LT.
Salvage ready. Advanced to hostile.
By the way, thank you guys for in the BPL. I got into Battletech because of y'all. Well, don't worry. There's actually a WBPL 76 Twitch channel. I think they're going to stream today that you can check out, where I think they're actually going to get more Battletech-y kind of things going on. I don't know what they're doing tonight, but they are streaming over there tonight, if they haven't already started.
PC, go ahead.
CU site exhausted. Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack
Let's
vector
see.
dialed in. We're in the pipe.
CU's exhausted.
CUs? No.
CU field depleted.
I want whatever cheat engine the computer's
Hostile
using for this game.
visual. Tracking armored craft on approach.
Target confirmed. Launch bomb.
Hostile light attack vehicle visually authenticated. Enemy railgun eliminated.
Enemy railgun.
Enemy armor disabled.
It's almost like these guys need something like radio. I have a feeling like
Mobilizing.
if you attack that first patrol, all of those ships should have been like gone to defensive mode. They're like, nah, those people are too stupid to actually attack. Because I bet you it's just a hit and run tactic. And then here comes your giant
Gaalsien combat units are converging
sand
on the
crawler.
production cruiser. Incoming transmission from the Sakala.
Boulder is pure carbon fiber. Yeah. Have a good one, Hunger Grimace.
Spotted. Prep till
Sakala, your signal is breaking up.
I learned about Shadowrun because of this channel, and I'm a richer man for. Well, congratulations, Manoray. Hello, Phil.
Vegetation.
Say again. What is the Ashoka's vector? Sakala, do you read? Over.
Here are their critical systems.
We are well within range of their broadcast. The Gaalsien may be jamming the signal.
CU field expanded. CU field depleted.
Strike confirmed.
CU's exhausted. Reading you.
I'm playing like we're winning the battle and hope. I like it.
Be advised. Tracking hostiles. Armor confirms.
Oh yeah,
Let's
that's
roll.
the good stuff. I think I saved them all.
Runner copies.
Oh. Cool. That's a baseline. All right.
CU site exhausted.
That's the one I wanted to save.
Awaiting orders.
No. I don't like
Okay,
high-pitched
time
things
to
like
roll.
that.
Cruiser reading. Prep for long range move. Salvage array ready. Lockdown for mobilization.
Anchor Sand 3. This time the sand puts the people in the bag.
All systems green. Location marked. P3. Strike confirmed. Hostile
Oh, what would
attack
transport
vehicle.
guy's synth be? It would be this.
On the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate.
I like that. Hey, transport!
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
If boulder is carbon fiber and boulders are rocks, rocks are hard, diamonds are carbon, is boulder a diamond? See? Ryan figured it out.
Receiving. Point set.
I'll tell you what, that boulder was quite the gem. I could feel Naresar becoming more synth glorious by the second. Meanwhile, Naresar is literally like trying to win a war, while everyone behind him in the bus is just playing music and being loud.
Taking fire.
It's like, do I have to turn this carrier around?
I am merely the background entertainment to the main show, which is whatever nonsense chat is
It's-
going on about.
Well, this is also part of the reason why I don't normally pick games like this, because they're only interactive for the group
Awaiting orders.
when it's like a story element. For the rest of it, it's just like try to talk about
Reading you.
assets and war, but you can only do that for so long. That's why I like adventure games, because it's like everyone is trying to figure out what we're supposed to do, and
Hostile armor incoming.
there's a lot more to go for it. It's just how I feel, though.
Absolutely a fair
Surrender
assessment.
copies.
Like, even though Shivers 2 is probably not like the greatest puzzle game ever made, it's still something we could talk about and have fun with.
Hostile light
Yes.
attack vehicle visually authenticated. Hostile designated. Tracker assigned.
Strike fighter
think-
approach vector dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the pipe.
Let's do.
What do you need? PDA active.
Ready.
Cool.
The captain.
Oh, nope, never mind.
Strike craft down.
It's like those guys had just been like kind of dancing around there for a while.
They have gone back and forth. They were
It's
afraid
like,
of you.
Okay, come on. Can I finally get it?
Yeah, the AI cheats and then it
which is
plays
funny because,
cowardly
like-
tactics.
CU deposit depleted. CU site exhausted.
Hey, all those CUs come in handy, man. We need them.
CU field depleted.
I imagine that transport guy synth played whenever he called. They're like, oh, hey, transport.
Salvage array
CU
Hey,
exhausted.
transport!
identified.
Yes, the Raptor does speak.
CU
It's hard to
deposit
talk when you're
depleted.
trying to concentrate on a strategy game, right, Nick?
Research completed.
I mean, yes. Not that I'm not like enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it's a
I am
great. It's
enjoying the game.
yeah. No, Naresar even told me he really enjoyed it before we played that movie game, because I asked if we wanted to switch it up a bit. But I want to bring back more of the movie stuff. We do have quite a selection of FMVs, and since everybody seemed to really enjoy the complex, I got a couple other games that are like that, and I just want to get other people to hang out and do it. But also, turns out Naresar also likes Sherlock Holmes, and I've got a couple of Sherlock Holmes games that we could play. And I'm not talking about just the modern ones, because I haven't beat those yet. But I've got the classic point and click ones, and I like those games a lot.
Acknowledged. Guarding support cruiser.
Railgun online.
There's no depravity in the adventure game streams, I will say that.
Extract and begin updating your system. Acknowledged.
It's sad that he had to
Back
die.
online. Move. Operations update. RUs in the region have been drained.
What do you mean there's more depravity here? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Time's a wasting.
What's going on? What are you afraid of, Man Ray? It's okay. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid, man. It's perfectly fine. I mean, occasionally you might just stare at everything's just good, man. You're fine. Just don't look at it. Nick, if you don't know what I was doing, I was messing with the light thing. Nick's probably just confused. He's like, "What's that noise?" Yeah.
Yeah, I figured, like, from half paying attention that it was probably something to do with you messing around with the virtual avatars.
Ready for assignment. Green light to proceed.
If you're gonna do that, put it up on Twitter, and I'll be sure to watch. I look like 10 out of 10. Okay.
On our way.
I want the happy transport jingle to play when he transports someone's skin off.
We're moving out. Armor moving out. Carrier copy. Position mark. Take us out.
I like it. The Hound of Baskerville. Yeah, I feel like that's like a chapter. We could do that, but I think everyone knows the Hound of Baskerville, at least anybody who's familiar with Holmes, so it wouldn't be much of a mystery.
Green line confirmed.
I mean, it looks cool. I like it. It's a great story. But as far as a game goes, I guess we could play it. I mean, might surprise us.
Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated. Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed.
Hey, transport!
Enemy armor disabled. Unidentified contact. Designate as hostile.
Yeah.
Inspector dialed in.
Attack course set.
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
The Dead of Night.
Bomber set.
I've seen it actually. I've never actually played it though.
Wait, Dead of...
Enemy light attack vehicle
The
marked.
Dead of Night.
Is that, like you're in a hotel
Hostile
kind of
production
thing?
cruiser verified.
Because I think I might have actually sent that to you
Our
at one
bomber
point.
is under enemy
You
fire.
did actually. That's how I found out about it.
This is Rachel. Go ahead.
I'm just pulling it up so I can see if it is.
Make ready. Enemy salvager destroyed.
At Dead of Night. Yeah, you did send this to me.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's actually pretty sick. The only downside is that it's 3D, so I'd have to like. I mean, as long as it's point and click 3D, it's fine. But if it's like he has to walk around like Unreal style,
No, it's like because I've seen a playthrough of it.
Systems ready.
oh,
And it is basically just like a modern like it's it's click point and click
Rachel here.
walk around.
it looks awesome.
Like,
It's
there's no like manual walking around.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
okay.
Copies. Reading you.
Have you played the Outer Wilds? The game is not old nor point and click, but it's definitely an adventure game. I think it's pretty darn good. Yeah, I've never played the Outer Wilds, but everybody I've watched play it, it's a magical adventure.
Op ready. Armor, go ahead.
Hi, it's good to see you.
Enemy armor disabled.
Good morning, Zippy.
We've detected something. Can you confirm visual?
Devil's Daughter is the last one before they went to
Standing by.
Hostile
the
light
newest
attack
version of
visually
Sherlock they're doing.
authenticated.
It's where he's like he's young,
Enemy
and they're releasing it in
cruiser
chapters.
Engage and destroy.
Like, I'm not against the game developers making cool games. Like, if the game is cool, that's fine. But this whole chapter release thing is just not good. It's just a money-making tactic that's just only really hurts your fans. Don't release stuff in
Focus the
chapters.
repair on primary.
Just release the whole fucking game when you're done. That's the answer. That's the real answer. But you won't, because you like seeing the big dollar money sign thing go up higher, and I get it. But I don't care.
Enemy cell.
Final production cruiser group destroyed.
Intel. I've managed to clean up the Sakala transmission.
Until
It's not
Dawn
the
feels like a
perfect
modern
best
take on
it's gonna
FMV
get.
games. I like to, yeah. Yeah, actually, Square Enix has an FMV game coming out as well. It's like a Japanese mystery game. You can see it on Steam. It's not out yet. It comes out May 12th, I believe.
Good work, Rachel. All stations, prepare to engage the Ashoka.
Which I'm all for. I never really would have expected Square Enix to publish or create something like that. Whoa. What? Oh, did we anger the... yeah, we...
Carrier detected.
Yeah, I accidentally, like, I wasn't expecting the last production cruiser to actually engage with the carrier, and so that kind of triggered the end.
All carrier personnel to battle stations.
Oh, look, there's the rest of their units in the back that they'll spawn at us infinitely. Oh, is this a...
The Ashoka is heading towards a nearby resource deposit and is at full combat strength.
Oh,
Prepare
hold on.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, she does not want to be there.
Yeah, we weren't expecting the big guy to come through, but now we have the objective of destroying the carrier. The music's great. I have played the Sam Max and Monkey Island games. They're pretty great.
Okay.
I've not played all of the Sam and Max games. Actually, I've only played one, and I had the other one, but I never got past the first area. I forgot what I was doing at the time. I think I got busy. But yeah, Hit the Road was my jam, man. Because LucasArts always... They at least made a product that worked. I'll say that. Sierra made some really interesting products and really cool games that I remember from my childhood, but their stuff rarely ever worked right. It was always like something crashing or something buggy, like a patch after patch, and floppy disks wouldn't work. It was just a nightmare. And LucasArts wasn't perfect, but I mean, at least most of their games just worked right out of the box, and that's all I cared about. Most of the time you spend on old games is trying to get them to run. Even back then, that's how it was. You think your computer was fast enough, like, oh, you have only 8 megabytes of RAM, you needed 16. There's a lot of red on that map. Yes, there is. Quite a bit of red. He's a guy. I'm just listening to the music on this. This is the first time I've heard any like real battle music.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
I'm sure they played some, but we're just trying to collect as much resources, I guess, at this point.
Wait, where did I lose a bomber at?
I think you lost a bomber initially. It was like before you came in here. It like got shot down.
No. Like, I had two.
Oh.
Go for ranged.
Armored assault modifications carried out.
Target set. This is the armored vehicle is taking fire. Strike craft taking effective fire.
Good call on using the.
It's a strike shot. Go. Overdrive. Punch it. Hostile strike craft down. We got a railgun under fire. Support cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support on that position.
This is great, man.
Alert. Railgun.
Identify. I know this is a science vessel. You have your orders. Hack payload on target.
Yeah. I know this is a science vessel, but you need to get in there and start using that minigun.
Hostile armor eliminated. On our way. Ready. Green line confirmed. We got enemy contact.
Combat tambourines. Yes.
Target set. All hands.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Armored vehicle has been destroyed. We're in the fight. Reading.
What now?
A large wave of gaalsien aircraft have been detected incoming from the north. They will enter the combat zone here and are en route to the Ashoka. Deploy AA assets along their projected course to destroy them before they land on the Ashoka.
Yeah, I think if you put your units right between the Ashoka and there, you'd really have everything you need.
Op ready. We have
This means you just have to move everybody over there.
systems from the AA turret to be compatible with the assault unit chassis. This will provide us with a mobile anti-air platform.
Yeah, these combat tambourines are slapping, quite literally.
And air targets. can only fire while stationary.
Okay.
Upgrade fabrication facilities and begin producing missile batteries to counter them.
Yeah, we have 38 seconds until we create an entire missile battery. That's pretty fast. Just uplifting some kind of... I just imagine like a Navy ship just uplifting a barbette. Just really fast. They're carrying nukes. That's what I'm told. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe they're not carrying nukes. Maybe they're just carrying supplies. Just because they're called bombers doesn't mean they just bomb. I mean, they can also carry stuff, right?
Research completed.
Have a little optimism. Maybe the bombers aren't here to bomb.
Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach. Enemy contacts on the board.
All operators.
39 seconds to develop a missile battery. Yeah, they're pretty fast.
Well, you know, it's all that rapid prototyping.
Oh, Phil's just joking. Okay, cool. Kind of scared me for a minute. I'm like, I certainly probably do have nukes somewhere. I just hope it wasn't in this mission. Or ever. Prefer they didn't bring any nukes.
Strike craft destroyed.
Looks like they're coming, though. Got your AA set up?
Send message.
Missile battery operational. Control group 7 designated.
The bombers are here to show you how cool they are at flying bombers, and then they'll go home without hurting anyone. Yeah, it's just, they're coming in to do stunts over us, and we're like, and they're like, yeah, we're just messing with you. Have a good one, guys. And they fly away, and we're like, what the fuck?
Fleet group 7 assigned.
They could be carrying bomb pops. I think firing on ice cream trucks is a war crime. Yeah, exactly.
Control group 8 designated.
Exactly. You never know.
Ready.
Missile battery online.
There we
Fleet
go.
group 5 assigned.
Stop that.
I agree. It should stop that.
Reporting. Copy. Coordinates set. We're ready for orders. Displace to that CU field.
So this sounds more like Homeworld.
Ready.
The Homeworld that I'm familiar with. I'm not very familiar with Homeworld as many of you are.
Control group 4 designated. Support ready. Control group 9 designated.
And then you just have like synth noise and a bunch of
Salvage your
cool little arpeggiated things.
advance to mark CU.
No, not that.
Gaalsien Interceptor Group ETA. 3 minutes.
Make ready. Send message.
Rachel Jet was the ancestor of the protagonist from the first
Missile
game.
battery
Ah,
has been
gotcha.
upgraded with a mortar launch system.
I don't know about the missiles being used in Desert of Correct, but the ones in the space games are stated to manuals to be fusion warheads. Ah, yes.
CU site exhausted.
Yeah, the bombers are here to party. They're loaded with Jägermeister and Red Bull. That does sound a lot like a bomber party.
Hostile light attack vehicle visually authenticated. Send. Hostile detected. Visual
Yeah,
unconfirmed.
the lady who
Strike
goes,
fighter approach vectors
Proximity warning in effect. Hostiles designate. Engines on.
CU site exhausted.
that's what you get for attacking our vehicles. We'll take 2 years,
Hostile
please.
strike craft down.
That's actually kind of smart, though, keeping them at a distance.
CU's exhausted.
Ready to burn.
Yeah, as soon as we get more power to our ship, we'll turn the radar up a bit more. And then they won't be able to hide from us for long.
CU field depleted.
And they're gone. Just
Ready.
toast.
Get a turret up. Make sure it's
Oh,
combat
first Homeworld's always so phenomenal at storytelling. Yeah, I hear that a lot.
ready. Reading.
I'm looking forward to it. The atmosphere was intense,
Gaalsien
especially the
Interceptor
first
Group,
time you play it.
ETA, 60 seconds. Deploy anti-aircraft assets to intercept them before they land on the Ashoka.
Salvage are ready. Displace to that CU field.
I don't think so. I don't think your aircraft are gonna make it in here. I think we're gonna blow them out of the sky. How long are they gonna take to get here? Where are they? You know, that's what I'm.
Interceptor Group,
So they're
ETA,
going to be
30 seconds.
here and going to here. So in theory,
Yeah, but where are they now? I mean, like, what's taking them so long? Are they?
Additional Gaalsien attack group
Ah.
is inbound on the Capisi. Prepare to engage.
Maybe this is them. Maybe we've been waiting this whole time, or are they finally advancing on us with their army they built up while they were waiting?
Reading. Gaalsien aircraft on approach.
Control group 2 designated.
Coordinates confirmed.
Yeah, have a good one, Thunderclap. Go over to the WBPL 76, man. They're live right now.
Go ahead.
CU field expended.
Confirmed. Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation.
Is that who we're looking for? Yeah.
Hostile
Wow.
interceptor down. Hostile light attack vehicle detected. Enemy armor on approach. Hostile on sensors. Authentication pending.
Yeah, they didn't make it. Oh no, but their army's here.
Turret taking fire. Fire! Take him up. Alert. Anti-air turret post destroyed. Engage. Light attack vehicle is under fire. Listen up. Alert. Light attack vehicle
Listen up
destroyed.
doesn't explain anything.
Taking effective fire.
Incoming Gaalsien interceptor group destroyed.
Nice. Secondary objective complete.
Strike craft destroyed.
Yeah. Take that.
Reading.
okay.
Armor, go ahead.
You really did lose a whole lot of people there. I mean, you lost a couple, but not many. Did pretty good, man. We got the secondary objective, so we don't have to worry about the strike craft. So all that's left is just to destroy the big guy, and we go home and we go to the Homeworld, I guess, wherever that is.
Railgun firing on friendly.
Nope. Now they're sending more people to shoot at your anti-aircraft.
Reading.
You having some trouble?
Hostile range craft.
I was trying to figure out what.
Cameron, get us over there.
Yeah, they just got the sand dune, and you're in the middle of a valley, so they've got a bit of coverage there. My guess is that if you put a bunch of your people up on the ridge, they probably won't have this advantage.
Op ready. Armor is en route.
Second wave, I don't think there will be. That was a secondary objective, so I'm assuming that that's pretty much all we have to worry about in terms of those extra fighters. There is somebody out there in the desert, but we're not worried about it. I wouldn't say we are.
Copy. Moving.
Looks like Nick's got everything under control.
Send message. Move order confirmed.
Listen up. That is all.
Attention. Get us moving.
Are we going to bring the Capisi in for battle as well?
This is the captain.
I mean, I don't see why not.
That's fair. Cruiser versus cruiser. Who will win? The cheating CPU? And you probably should save. Because I have I have a feeling, that this is like, we're gonna get over there thinking we beat a couple there guys, we got this, and then we get over there and it's like
Tracking armored craft on approach.
it's like watching the Empire with the Emperor giving a speech, and there's like hundreds of thousands of units. We're like, oh, oops.
Enemy aircraft will enter the
It's
combat
not on the
zone in
WBPL
approximately
main
5
channel.
minutes.
It's literally just here. I'll just post it in the stream chat for you. There you go.
Receiving
It's just Twitch. They're not doing YouTube as far as I know.
Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach. Enemy armor disabled.
Yeah, enjoy, man.
Go ahead. Strike craft taking effect.
Can't wait for Homeworld 3, huh? Yeah, I hear a lot of people are excited for it.
Op ready. Green line confirmed. Reading. Green line confirmed. Go for armor. New
I'm
heading
really
set.
glad you don't have friendly fire, Nick. Because I often see your guys riding into, like, airstrikes.
Long-range scanners are tracking contacts in the AO.
Output to minimum on idle. Let's not be an X in the sand for a gaalsien patrol.
Yeah, don't be giving us that information.
Fleet Group 3 assigned.
Reading.
Fleet Group 4 assigned.
No, it's basically it kind of is. It's a bunch of people in the BPL who want to stream some stuff that's more BPL centric, and it's head up by Rob, Bowser, and Diggs. I'm sure there are others that are a part of it as well, as far as I know. I just want to make sure they get people over there because they're streaming right now. Hello. It's good to see you, Last Echo. Don't think I've ever seen you around before.
Send message.
If you've been around,
Control Group 7
welcome.
designated.
It's good to see you.
Maintenance protocols in effect.
Are the factions very different from one another in that game? I have no idea. I have a feeling that Homeworld
Reading you.
in...
Gaalsien Interceptor Group ETA, 3 minutes.
Okay, so I'm guessing we need to destroy them in 3 minutes.
Target locked. Airburst. Fire.
Just this one guy, huh? You're just trying to get a feel for how many
I
enemies are there.
wouldn't think so.
We got something on the horizon. Waiting for
He's the only one in Group 4, it looks like.
on our way.
No, because there's a bunch of
Oh, they're
people
like, yeah,
before.
you go first. You're fine. You go first, man. We'll watch your back.
Op ready.
And he's like, what the fuck? Great game idea. Homeworld 1 experience with modern graphics, and also you're one of the captains of the fleet ships, not the mothership. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Ready.
Your perspective is now that of leading and encouraging your troops as best you can, going back and forth between ships, even the mothership, to deal with the internal affairs and planning and problems.
Strike copies.
Yeah,
It's confirmed.
it gives you more of like a
Ready. Get us underway.
smaller slice of the bigger pie. Because games like this tend to be huge after a while. Ah, the anti-air squad. We need to get rid of them,
Armor. Go
I
ahead.
guess.
Tracking hostiles. Confirm and
Yeah, they're totally... Yeah, they stream a lot more than I do. I only stream on Monday, Friday, and Saturdays right now. I want to do Wednesday streams, but that's a little bit off the table while we're working on stuff. Because it's just hard for...
Taking fire.
it's hard for everybody to have, like... I work from home doing this stuff, so I...
Railgun.
Typically, it's not too bad for me, but, you know, for Tex and Go, it's, yeah,
Go for range.
right after work.
Hostile strike craft down. All batteries fire.
Nice.
Missile battery low. This is the captain.
Gaalsien Interceptor Group ETA, 60 seconds.
Well, whatever. I can never get the sound on Twitch to work. I'll just stay here.
Before they land on the Ashoka.
I'm sorry to hear that, man, Ray. I don't know what to do for you, man. It sounds like it's a bunch of troubleshooting.
Strike fighter taking hostile fire. Enemy contacts on the board. Hostile designated. Op ready. Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated.
Yeah, they're not doing too hot.
Our bombers taking fire. Crew ready.
You nearly got half their... Yeah.
Gaalsien Interceptor Group ETA, 30 seconds.
What? Where are they going to come from?
Maneuver and engage.
It hasn't been that
Alert.
long.
Strike fighter lost. Reading. On target.
Intel, I'm detecting an energy buildup within the Ashoka.
Armor vehicle taking...
That's probably not good.
No. They just blew themselves up.
An electromagnetic pulse.
Multiple units disabled.
Estimate time to recovery.
Several minutes.
Until then, they're defenseless.
Yeah, but they only did it to like some of your units.
And deploying additional defensive units.
No.
Initiate evasive maneuvers and continue to engage the Ashoka until the EMP disabled units come back online.
What? That took no time whatsoever. The Ashoka is just trying to go ramming speed. Look, they're just trying to get a broadside on you. Look at this. They're going straight in.
Intel, EMP energy signature detected. They are recharging the weapon.
Not for long.
Advise when the EMP approaches firing readiness.
4 lost. Alert. Red alert. In contact. Carrier taking fire. Carrier hull passing 75%.
No, if you take them out, you'll be fine.
Our bomber is under enemy fire.
There we go. Yeah.
A worthy opponent. But let your joy be tempered with the knowledge that your death is inevitable.
There can be no peace on Karak, so long as your Kithid pursue a path to the stars.
Oh. Wow. That was awesome.
Personal log, Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. Jacob, you're on to something, big brother. The tech the Gaalsien have recovered from these wrecks, the tech we have found ourselves, is rewriting the book on science and engineering as we know it. Already we are seeing the benefits. You can imagine how excited I am. I only wish you were here to share in this. If we survive long enough to get to the Jiraki object, there's no telling what we'll find. If. I hate that word.
Hey, you might find something. You never know. But hey, let's go ahead and let's hit the next mission and see what the intro looks like, and then we'll save it.
Okay.
And then I think that'll be good for tonight.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna clip through it. She sure sounds excited. Yeah, this sounds like it's gonna be a great time. I'm having...
We recovered artifact technology from the wreck of the Ashoka and have run it through our diagnostics. The advanced cooling system the Gaalsien have been using to endure the deep desert heat is unlike anything Coalition scientists have been able to develop. I found a way to merge their tech with our existing thermal control assembly, allowing us to shunt additional power to weapons and armor, while simultaneously increasing our repair abilities and targeting range.
We needed it.
We also uncovered the existence of a Gaalsien military base at the edge of the Dune Sea. Adjacent to the base is a resourcing operation. Similar to the plan of attack we used against the Ashoka, the Sakala will engage the enemy first, then pull back, drawing as many defenders away as possible. The Capisi will then move in and shut down their resourcing operation before turning her attention to the base itself.
The Gaalsien base. Looks like a dump.
Well, I think it's another space. Well, there's another crash spaceship there, which seems to be what they're basing around.
Look at the scale of it.
They must have been resourcing this wreck for years.
Imagine how many artifacts, how much Gaalsien research is stored inside that base.
That looks bad.
All units, prepare to engage the enemy.
Oh, this is going to be a cool next mission.
Substantial resource deposits confirmed.
Yeah.
Begin salvaging operations immediately. The cooling system recovered from the Ashoka has been installed. We are reading a significant boost in reserve power.
Hell yeah, let's save.
The Ashoka's EMP technology has been adapted to my base runner as a ranged device. Any target caught in the impact zone will be completely disabled, though recharge time is a concern.
Our strategy is working. The Sakala confirms they've drawn away much of the outpost's defense.
Very good. Well, that was nice. It was a nice little comfy stream. We got to see more of Homeworld, which was pretty cool. I'm really enjoying the progression of these missions, and now that I've seen the base, I'm like, oh yeah, next one's gonna be a lot of fun. So with that said, if you're not hanging out, I'm gonna put the link in the chat again. WBPL 76 are running over there, and they need some love support as well. So go hang out with them and say hello, see how they're doing, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go probably hang out and probably work on some stuff later tonight. But outside of that, I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you enjoyed our stream. What do you think, Nick? How do you like this game so far?
I really like it. I mentioned, I think in our first stream of this, like, it has been a hot minute since I have played like a real-time strategy game like this. It used to be something I was really into. Star Wars Battlegrounds. Yeah, I think it was Battlegrounds.
Star Wars Battlegrounds, man, that sounds awesome.
But yeah, that was one of my main games back in my younger days. And what was the other one? Star Wars Empire at War was another one I was into for a while. So yeah,
it's a really popular one too.
Minutes since I've played something like this, and I am very into it.
Well, so. I'm really enjoying it as well. I'm enjoying watching you and just hanging out here. But yeah, I've got nothing else to add, really. It's been fun for me just being here, and I appreciate everybody just hanging out. This gives me something to do that isn't just, sitting here working on stuff. But, yeah, that was nice. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and just going to hit that. Everything's fine. It's fine. All right, I'll see you guys on the next Courtesy Flush. So until then, sexy saxophone music, take us out. Have a good one.
Bye, all.